New details tonight in the case of a former Fulton County jailer. Monique Clark now faces federal charges after an interaction which in the video appears to show them strangling an inmate. As our Joe Ripley reports tonight, this comes during an ongoing federal investigation into the Fulton County Sheriff's Office.
Hold your face before you lose your breath.
A federal grand jury returned an indictment Tuesday charging Monique Clark with excessive force. The charge stems from an incident on June 5th at the North Fulton County Jail in Alpharetta, caught on camera.
Everything that happens, law enforcement and non-law enforcement, is subject to those cameras everywhere, and they see whatever happens, and oftentimes what doesn't happen.
Former Fulton County Assistant DA Daryl Cohen, who is not linked to this case, says cameras don't always show the entire story. Video inside the jail shows Clark placing a chokehold on a detainee in handcuffs for about 11 seconds. Once that hold's released, the detainee collapses to the ground and loses consciousness. The detainee was taken to the hospital. The sheriff's office fired Clark after that incident, and the Fulton DA's office charged them with aggravated assault and violation of oath by a public officer. The Department of Justice's Office of the Inspector General, along with the FBI, are all involved in this federal case. However, both agencies declined to comment any further on this indictment. Cohen says the defense for the ex-jailer could focus on what led up to the incident. The defense could also argue Clark felt threatened, needed a mental evaluation, and had suffered enough to this point.
I would argue, as a defense lawyer representing the defendant, that my client has been punished enough because A, they've been fired. Their whole career at the age of 31 is down the tubes.
The state opened an investigation into Clark as soon as allegations were reported to the Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Council. Post suspended Clark's state law enforcement certification, which currently makes them ineligible to serve as a sworn officer in the state of Georgia. Post says Clark can still serve in a non-sworn position, such as a records office or the front desk. In Alpharetta, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.